Pi holders, we've got a major plot twist. Binance has just made a decision that could change everything for Pi network, and not in a good way. But why did Binance really reject Pi? And could this actually be a good thing in disguise? Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's next for Pi network, and whether Pi can still hit $10. Binance recently launched its highly anticipated Vote to List campaign, an initiative that allows users to participate in the selection process for new token listings on the platform. This campaign is designed to give the community a voice in deciding which tokens gain a spot on Binance, thereby increasing transparency and engagement among crypto enthusiasts. However, to the surprise and disappointment of many, Pi network was completely excluded from the voting process. The primary reason for this exclusion lies in Binance's specific eligibility criteria. Only tokens that are built on the BNB Smart Chain, BSC, were allowed to participate in the campaign. Since Pi network operates on its own independent blockchain, it did not meet Binance's requirements and was therefore not considered for listing. This decision sparked discussions and debates within the Pi network community, with many questioning Binance's approach and wondering whether alternative paths to listing might still be possible. Despite this setback, the exclusion does not necessarily mean that Pi network will never be listed on Binance. It simply highlights the platform's strict listing policies and the importance of aligning with Binance's ecosystem requirements. Binance's decision to exclude Pi network from the Vote to List campaign sparked massive backlash within the crypto community. Many enthusiasts and Pi supporters were frustrated, especially considering that the list of eligible tokens was dominated by meme coins, projects often criticized for lacking strong fundamentals or long-term utility. This raised concerns about Binance's selection criteria and whether the exchange prioritizes popularity over innovation and real-world adoption. However, does this exclusion mean that Binance will never list Pi network? Not necessarily. While Pi was not included in this particular campaign, Binance has multiple listing mechanisms, including direct listings and special programs for promising blockchain projects. If Pi network continues to grow, strengthens its ecosystem, and gains widespread adoption, there is still a possibility that Binance may consider listing it in the future. The rejection from the voting campaign is a setback, but it does not close the door entirely on Pi network's potential inclusion on the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange. Pi network's token, Pi Coin, has experienced significant price fluctuations in recent months, leading to speculation about its future potential. Currently, Pi Coin is trading at 89 cents, a sharp decline from its previous high of $3. This downturn has also impacted its market capitalization, which has dropped from $20 billion to approximately $7.73 billion. With such volatility, many investors are wondering whether Pi Coin has the potential to reach the $10 mark. Achieving this price would require a substantial increase in market demand, ecosystem adoption, and exchange support. Factors such as new exchange listings, strategic partnerships, and continued development of the Pi network ecosystem could play a crucial role in driving its value upward. While the road to $10 may be challenging, the crypto market is known for its unpredictability. If Pi network manages to overcome its current obstacles and gain broader adoption, a significant price surge may not be entirely out of reach. However, investors should remain cautious, considering the risks and market sentiment surrounding the project. The idea of Pi Coin reaching $10 has sparked both excitement and skepticism within the crypto community. Some believe it is an achievable milestone, while others see it as mere speculation. But what would it take for Pi to hit this ambitious target? One major factor is the overall performance of Bitcoin and the broader cryptocurrency market. Historically, altcoins tend to rally when Bitcoin experiences a strong uptrend, as increased investor confidence and liquidity flow into the market. If Bitcoin enters another bull run, Pi could potentially ride the wave and experience significant price appreciation. However, market momentum alone is not enough. For Pi to see massive price gains, it needs stronger adoption and wider exchange listings. More top-tier exchanges adding Pi Coin to their trading platforms would boost accessibility and liquidity, attracting a larger investor base. Additionally, real-world use cases and growing utility within the Pi network ecosystem would further strengthen demand. While reaching $10 may seem like a distant goal for now, a combination of favorable market conditions, increased adoption, and strategic developments could turn this dream into reality. Until then, the Pi community will be watching closely to see how the project evolves. Despite Pi Network's exclusion from Binance's vote to list campaign, the possibility of a future listing is still on the table. Binance has a history of directly listing tokens without requiring a community vote. Many projects have bypassed public voting and secured a spot on the exchange due to their strong fundamentals, user demand, and ecosystem growth. One of the key factors that could influence Binance's decision is Pi Network's adoption and utility. If Pi continues to expand its user base, develop real-world applications, and integrate with major blockchain services, Binance might reconsider listing the token in the future. Exchanges prioritize projects with high trading volume and strong community engagement, both of which Pi has the potential to achieve. So, what can Pi holders do? Active participation in the Pi network ecosystem is crucial. By increasing real-world use cases, driving merchant adoption, and fostering a thriving community, Pi holders can strengthen the project's credibility and attractiveness to major exchanges. The more valuable and widely used Pi becomes, the harder it will be for Binance and other exchanges to ignore it. While Binance may have rejected Pi network for now, this is far from the end of the road for Pi holders. The world of cryptocurrency exchanges is vast, and other platforms could step in to list Pi coin before Binance does, creating competitive pressure on the exchange. As more exchanges support Pi, it could generate momentum that pushes Binance to reconsider its stance on listing the token. However, Pi's biggest challenge lies in achieving real-world adoption. The true test for Pi Network's future will be its ability to integrate into the global economy through partnerships, use cases, and merchant acceptance. The project needs to demonstrate tangible utility beyond speculation to become a cornerstone in the blockchain space. This will be the key factor that ultimately determines whether Pi will thrive or fade into obscurity. For Pi holders, this means continuing to engage in the ecosystem and actively supporting the network's growth. By helping to build its real-world use cases, they can play a pivotal role in shaping Pi's future and ensuring that it reaches its full potential. Do you think Pi will still get listed on Binance? And can it ever hit $10? Now it's your turn. Do you think Pi Network will eventually get listed on Binance? After its exclusion from the vote to list campaign, many are left wondering if there's still hope for Pi on the world's largest exchange. And what about the $10 dream? Can Pi coin ever reach that price point? We want to hear your thoughts, predictions, and opinions. Drop a comment below and join the discussion. Let's talk about the future of Pi Network, its potential for growth, and whether Binance will be part of that journey. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss out on major Pi Network updates. Stay tuned for more insights and news on this exciting project.